Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the Oddly Enough show that we do every week with SBR contributor Swingin Johnson. We've been covering the NFL all season long, and Swingin Johnson is coming off of an unbelievably awesome call on the Colts. Maybe some other people saw that coming a little bit. I don't hear anyone else who had the guts to take the Colts on the money line. Right now, we're going to see what he has to say about the conference championship. Swingin Johnson, thanks for being back with us.
Pilo, what's happening? DJ SJ checking in. As you so aptly stated, a max unit ATS cover on Indy and a monster money line winner on those same Indianapolis Coast. Pilo, it is good to be back with you, my friend.
Yeah, I don't remember your other picks. That one stuck out to me, and I think in the call I started to smell that it was like a very, very sharp pick as you were talking. How did you do with your other picks last week?
4-2 overall, but I just, it's uncanny. Every time I hear you say, you kind of squared it up there, Johnson, or you say, hey, that looks pretty sharp. Honestly, I mean, I should just throw out the square pick, play the sharp pick, because you have been on the money. I mean, seriously, no smoke up your ass, on the money.
Yeah, well, sometimes it takes a communal effort to come up with winning picks as opposed to just one person sitting around thinking about what he thinks. All right, well, do you have some picks that you think might have some value from the conference championships? You just got 2 games.
That's all we got, man. I mean, it's a little melancholy here because the season is coming to a close, but you know what? We still have opportunities to cash, so let's get to it.
All right. Well, what do you have for us?
All right. Well, for the stat guys out there, favorites of 7 or more are just 3-9 against the spread on Championship Sunday since 1997. Now, I like to look at everything in a vacuum. I don't think that just because, something that happened in before the millennium is necessarily going to have any input in what happens on Sunday, but just kind of a fun fact to throw out there. Packers, Seahawks, last week with the Seahawks, I was on the Seahawks. Worlds collided when the Sharps and the Squares joined hands for one brief, glorious moment of unity and buried the Seahawks like they had read tomorrow's newspapers. As you know, Loshak, Seattle went up from 9.5 to as high as 13.5 before kickoff, and they proved to be worthy of that, and it was a beautiful thing because I was on them. However, now they're playing the Packers, who pose a far more dangerous threat. The problem here, Loshak, is we are going to predicate our opinion either on the Seahawks or the Packers on the temperament of a calf muscle that belongs to Aaron Rodgers. And that's why I think the side here is really kind of a suspect bet. If he is healthy, if you look at Richard Sherman's counterpart on the opposite side, Byron Maxwell, he left the game last week with shortness of breath, which I'm, that's me climbing up a flight of stairs. I don't understand how this professional athlete can have a shortness of breath. He was replaced by Tharold Simon, not Harold, Tharold Simon, and he just got exposed by Cam Newton against a healthy Rodgers. He'd get lit up. So the long and short of it here is I'm going to go with Green Bay plus 7.5 for 1 unit. However, I like the total. I actually really do, because I think the under has a lot of merit with Seattle being, the kind of defense that they are versus a Green Bay offense that might not be 100%. In addition, the Packers pass rush, I mean, they're going to be able to give Russell Wilson some problems, as they were in the top 10 during the regular season, registering 41 sacks. So this isn't going to be a picnic for Russell Wilson. It's going to be a lot of groundwork done by both teams. I think the total's kind of high here at 47. So that's a 4-unit play under for me.
Both teams have gone 2-5 over their last 7 games. All right, is that it, or are you going to take something from the second game as well?
Yeah, well, actually, the second game is complete square biz for me. And, I stay away from the New England Patriots because they are my home team, and I don't like to bet for them. I don't like to bet against them. I just like to stay the hell away from them because I have no perspective when it comes to them. However, you just can't ignore the absolute domination that the Patriots have shown over Andrew Luck's Colts, not only this year, which was a 42-20 road victory, but in the other 2 games in past seasons, I mean, Luck just cannot get the job done. I mean, he tore apart the Denver secondary with Aqib Talib. I mean, looked like a special needs cornerback back there. But now you've got Darrelle Revis, you've got Brandon Browner, Devin McCourty, patrolling the secondary for New England. This is not going to be easy stuff for the Colts. They've got really no running game to speak of. On the other hand, as you know, Jonas Gray, somebody nobody even heard about, scored 4 rushing touchdowns and accrued over 201 yards against the Colts in November, they're going to be looking for that ground game again. I think they're going to have the linebackers and the corners cheat to make sure they don't get chewed up, and that leaves plenty of open space for Tom Terrific to do his thing. I think New England -6 is a 5-unit max play, easy winner here, and I'm with Joe Q Public and the Squares.
Okay, -6. Where are you seeing that one?
I'm buying it -120.
Okay, all right, -6, -120. All right, excellent line shopping there, Swingin Johnson. All right, well, nice analysis this week as always, and we'll talk to you again, I guess, for the Super Bowl, right?
Sounds good, buddy.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.